Welcome, my mortal friend. In the previous lesson, we learned how to use the query selector to target elements by their class name and ID. In this lesson, we make JavaScript remember things. Do not worry, your head will not explode. Now, observe carefully. Every time we wish to change something, we search for the element again and again. Even immortality has limits. But we can make JavaScript remember the element that we are searching for. We write let title. This is called a variable. It allows JavaScript to remember things. The keyword let tells JavaScript that the name that follows is a variable. You can name a variable whatever you like, but there are rules. Do not start a variable name with a number, and avoid special characters like @ hashtag, or percentage. JavaScript becomes very angry. Now we connect the variable to our element, and we set it equal to the element that we are searching for. Now instead of writing the entire search query again, we simply use the variable name. This is faster, cleaner, so easy. But we repeat the same actions. We can place them in a function. A function is a command we create ourselves. To let JavaScript know that we write a function, we start our line with the keyword function. Then we write the name of the function, followed by parentheses and a set of curly braces. Now, inside the function, we can write the commands that the function executes. Notice that we can use the title variable inside the function. But when reloading the page, the browser does not obey. Why, you ask? Because creating a function does not execute it. It only creates the command. To execute the function, we must call its name, like this. Now the browser must obey. Excellent. Now remember the button that we have in our HTML. We will click on that button and execute the same function. Interesting. First, I will give the button an ID, so we can search for it. Remember to name IDs and classes descriptively. Future you will be grateful. In the JavaScript file, I will search for the button and store it inside a variable named button. Then I will say button.onClick equals transform page. When the button is clicked, the function executes. Notice carefully, we do not include the parentheses, only the function name, because we are not executing the function immediately. We are telling the button which function to execute when clicked. Now, observe the browser. Excellent. The bell rings. Class is over, my mortal friend. In the next lesson, we learn about arguments.
Master, I know what arguments are.
We hear you, Renfield.
Last night, I had an argument with Igor, and he lost.
Renfield, you are an idiot. Focus on the next lesson. Go now and rest, my mortals, before Renfield starts another argument. And remember, like and subscribe, or I visit.